from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the USC Trojans offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you those great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting...
Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Touchdown, Trojans! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Golden Gophers offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Makes the catch. It's Cooks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back.
There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. He lets one fly deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Knocked off his feet.
And I tell you what, this is the big difference between the NFL and college football. So many guys, week in, week out, they just pull the ball down, or they take a design quarterback run like this and chew up so many yards so fast, so dynamic, so athletic at the quarterback spot in college football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bravo. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Under fire. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Gonna look downfield again. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown USC! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And wings it incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off.
Turning it on! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooks. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Green 25.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Got it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Cut.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Presley. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabs it in the middle. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Unloads quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few.
I think sometimes offensively you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. He caught it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Let's go! Let's go!
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. He's got it down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go! Let's go!
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the grab on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see.
There he goes. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to.
And he's still running after the move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gonna run it. It's Maldonado. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The field goal is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the...
Breaks into the open.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy.